This says, how are you currently using the latest or just using AI in general for your guys' business? You guys they're like, no, we're not sharing that shit. You got any AI sauce?
I'm super, super deep and autistic into this. And I would say it's not about like what I use, because like I have a very, very different business from somebody who asked this question. And therefore I always like, there's the way you think about AI is it's nothing really different from a human. It's like a very, very good B player. So AI can do pretty much anything that you can do manually on your computer, which means, and also it never gets tired. You never need to maintain it like personal relationships with it, and it always compounds learnings. And therefore, like I just keep looking on Twitter, like what are the top advancements in AI, and then I like, okay, now I understand it. For example, I need to find out the way to make good ads incrementally, for example, with the help of AI, where I can either remove human or enhance humans' performance, which means I'll just figure out, does AI have today enough capacity to do it with a good enough intent and quality, and can it actually apply all these learnings? If yes, then I proceed into like diving deep and trying to develop it. And I would say like a lot of personal growth and also business growth came just from this thinking, just like thinking in the first principles. What is required to achieve success in this specific area, and then do we have available tools in its raw form today to execute it? And if the answer is yes, or maybe yes, then it's probably worth exploring, because while you explore this, you also learn how to explain things really well. You speak for hours and hours and hours, and it's just like speaking to a human, and you improve yourself. So you kind of start thinking in steps about every single problem, and you start like bumping your hand against it and not succeeding. But it's still like, I believe strongly that it brings very, very good incremental value to me as a person in the long term. And the better AI becomes, which inevitably it will become like so good that all this time invested into explaining things to AI will eventually pay off in large amounts. And if I were to give just like one piece of advice, is to make sure that everything you know, every principle that you have accumulated from the fundamental learnings, you have it somewhere in one space on your computer locally, in those like MD files, whatever, because you never know which model will be the best, and which model will be like the best at reasoning, solving problems, and therefore you want to make sure that you can quickly swap and change the model that you're using, and just like use the best form of intelligence available for today. And then it's up to you. Like it's up to you what you want to learn, or up to you what you want to execute. Like whether you want to hire somebody, or you want to learn, or you want to launch like 1,000 landing pages, 1,000 ads to test different, I don't know, different hypotheses. So it's very broad, but the way of thinking is just always thinking from the first principles.
Yeah, I believe so too. We experimented a lot with AI, and what we found out is that everybody has seen like these posts on Twitter that like you one shot the landing page and whatnot. And I think what Nikita said about having everything just organized in one place is definitely like super important. So we hired a data analyst. Like we're scraping all the data, having everything just like in a single tool that's easy to plug to all AI models. For example, all of our SOPs in Notion, everything data related, it's in BigQuery, so that AI can pull it easily. What we found out is that when AI is plugged into like multiple different tools, like for example, Google Drive, Notion, Ads Manager, a bunch of other things, it cannot synthesize the data properly. So it has to be organized in one place. So we're definitely underutilizing it, a bunch of failed experiments, but now we're setting a proper foundation where all of our learnings are in one place. So every single team call, every single Slack conversation, every single framework that we have ever developed, every single ad framework scraped and translated into Notion. So we don't know yet what we're going to do with it, but at least it's there when the AI gets good enough. So that's what we're building already.
I think one very important takeaway, if you, again, I'll talk about this in my talk tomorrow. If you hear like multiple really successful people tell you to do something, like do that shit, okay?